Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this finale for the Seekers of the Ignited. I am your Game Master or Dungeon Master, Gilbert Ramos. Found everywhere at Ramos the Nomad, but that's not who you're here to see. And I have no announcements other than, no, I have no announcements. So there's no reason to delay, really. So we're going to go jump into the people that you're actually here to see, our players.
I'm Luna, or Druid by Night. You can find me at Druid by Night on TikTok, Blue Sky, and Twitch. I am the social media manager here at Thrilling Nomads, and this time zone I will be playing one Amelia Voldaren, Vampire Warlock.
Hello, everybody. I am David Gagnon. You can find me on the social medias at DGtheNomad. And today I am playing Cal, the Loxodon Fighter.
Good evening. I am Dawn. This evening I am playing Nadidah. Let's see what happens.
Hi, everybody. I'm Andrew, playing Oberon. Hopefully, I can do my job as a cleric and keep everybody alive.
Hello, everybody. Hi, I'm Avery at Averydaboi on all the social media programs, but not right now, because in this moment, I must transform myself in the most holy rituals to become the mole.
Indeed, indeed. Now it doesn't seem to be the time for talking as we left our heroes. But we will find out together where exactly we left them right now on this episode of The Ignited. And we begin each episode as we always do with a recap. Now, Cal, I believe you are our volunteer today.
That's right. And, you know, what better time to commemorate not having time to talk than by talking? So, when last we... how do I want to say this? When last we met, we traveled for about 5 days, I want to say, before Oberon reappeared to us. Throughout this travel, the mole did plenty of fishing, catching at least one everywhere we went and speaking to them, while Amelia and Nadidah spoke of angels, if I recall correctly. But throughout this, we noticed some small changes in the mole. Very small changes, but perceptible. Let's see. During our travels, we also managed to tap into various different colors of mana and kind of experiment with that in our own ways. And we eventually reached the cave where we would meet with let's see, it says the Mirthless Man. I'm still not quite sure what that's about, but out here, Oberon appeared as we were discussing body hair, and he remembered, oddly enough, visions of his time away from us. The mole asked him if he could go back, but alas, he could not. At the mouth of the cave, we ran into some elves, injured but still alive, brought them inside, out of the elements, and treated their wounds. And there were signs of necrosis, so this pointed us to believe that Soren was responsible. Let's see. Jinx, the bat, went ahead to scout, but the mold simply could not let this stand. So he went ahead as well. And as we moved ahead, we encountered Soren. We let Amelia step first and try to speak with him. This did not go well. So that is when civilized discussion, we will say, fell apart, and we went with more primitive forms of communication. And that's where we are now.
Indeed, that is where we are now. And last we left our heroes, we were in the midst of combat. We ended at the top of the round, so we're going to go ahead and jump right back into it. With Amelia, it is your turn. Oberon, you are up next. Amelia. Soren does not seem to be receptive to your diplomacy at point. What would you like to do?
Would he be? I'm going to attempt to slip away. I know I'll incur an attack of opportunity. I'm okay with that. I would like to go just over here.
Understood. If you are so inclined, you can move one more space to... I can ping it. I'm dumb. You can move right here if you're so inclined. You would just essentially squeeze, and Cal is not fully blocking that path that you're taking right now. So you could squeeze, and it would just double the movement for that particular corner. So instead of doing the 5, you would take 10. If you're so inclined. Just as a note.
If I were to throw out a spell, would it risk hitting Cal?
So the way that we do, so fun fact, taking cover and like obstruction is a variant rule in D&D. It's a variant rule from page 272. When a ranged attack misses a target that has cover, you can use this optional rule to determine whether cover was struck by the attack. First determine whether the attack roll would hit the protected target without the cover. If the attack roll falls within a range low enough to miss the target but high enough to strike the target if there has been no cover, the object used for cover is struck. Does that make sense so far?
Yeah.
If a creature is providing cover for the missed creature and the attack roll exceeds the AC of the covering creature, that covering creature is hit. So essentially, you would roll for an attack. If it misses Soren, then it will miss Soren. Then we see if it hits on the chart for cover, and then also if it exceeds the AC of Cal. All this to say, it's kind of a low possibility that that Cal is hit.
I'm a big boy. I can take it.
Well, I feel bad because I had you explain all that just for me to decide to do something else.
Okay. No problem.
I'm still gonna move. I am gonna get behind Cal. And I'm going to be like, kind of think to myself, like, vampire. Natural healing. No. And I'm going to attempt to hit him with a chill touch.
Understood. So, before we do any of that, you were going to take an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
And what is your AC? He has rolled an 18.
No, that hits.
Okay. Going to take 6 slashing damage, and also 6 necrotic damage.
Yep. Okay.
But you do move to safety. Yes.
I had 7 temp HP.
Nice.
So yeah, I will move. I lose all my temporary hit points. But then I'll just kind of poke my head around Cal. And, cast Chill Touch.
And what is the attack roll for Chill Touch?
I have to make a ranged spell attack.
Understood.
20 to hit.
Oh, that certainly hits.
Alright, that's 2d8. That's 10 damage. Until the start of his next turn. He can't regain hit points, and if he's considered undead, he has disadvantage on attack rolls against me.
What kind of damage?
Necrotic.
6 necrotic damage. Understood.
I rolled 10. Yeah.
What does this look like, Amelia? When you cast
As
this spell?
Amelia kind of runs around Cal and takes a slice to her side. She'll wince and kind of clutch it for a second and look down and just look up at him, more offended than anything. And then just reach her hand out and flick her wrist, and this red, misty, like, skeletal hand will rake him across the face.
More of a slap or more of a claw?
Claw.
Understood. It carves into his cheek, and you can see already it does not carve as deep as you would hope. There's a resistance to this type, you can see, which is natural. You had a feeling. But he touches his face and smiles, and there's a quick moment where he removes his hand and looks down at his own blood and looks a bit perturbed. The wound is not closing. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'll save my witticisms for later and pass.
Understood. That brings us to Oberon.
Cool. So, I'm gonna walk up, I'm gonna touch Cal on the shoulder, and I'm gonna enhance ability on him. For, which one is it called? Bull Strength. And say to him, try to disarm him as I start to move towards this side over here. 5. And say, in this direction. So, essentially trying to tell him, disarm them, and like, if he can move the weapon or toss it to me so then it's away from him. Sorry. That's my turn for now. Because he is dangerous with that weapon.
So, actually, if I may here, I don't know, I don't want to do like a metagaming kind of thing, but we have gone through, like, you've seen me in the larger form before. Being this size already gives me the advantage that your spell would give me. So I suppose that's DM's ruling here. If
I think that I don't think it would be metagaming at all. I think that having seen you do this before, and Cal, your knowledge of biology from the Simic, from your time with the Simic, you would know that this would be a little bit redundant. So I'll allow you to, by all means, change your course of action if you wish.
So I'll still tell him the same thing, but I'll cast Sacred Flame on him. Because I want to see if he can actually, like, if radiant damage hurts him. He needs to make a dex save. DC 13.
DC 13 dex save. Coming
14.
right up.
Apologies,
DC 14 dex save. Wild. Okay. That is 14 on the die. That is 15 total.
No. Okay. And then, bonus action, I'm going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
So what is it, while I fish for your spiritual weapon, what does the Sacred Flame look like as he sidesteps it? What does it look like when you cast this spell, Oberon?
Some beams of light almost coming from nowhere straight down on top of him. But he sidesteps it.
Understood. And what does your spiritual weapon look like?
Probably normal longsword. Nothing too special about it just yet.
I cannot thank you enough. Excellent. So I will give you control of this.
I'm going to swing at him for 21 for 6 radiant damage.
20, your attack roll is 21?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. That'll certainly hit as the spiritual weapon swings, as it springs into existence. Let me get some damage.
6 radiant.
6 radiant.
Right. Oh, no, I lied. Force. Apologies.
6 force damage. It swings, it carves into him, and there's this spectral weapon carves, and as it makes impact, it almost fades into an invisible force, cutting into, or at the very least, you think might be underneath the breastplate itself. Some blood begins to leak from beneath the silver and the steel. Anything else on your turn, Oberon?
That's it.
That brings us to the mole. Now, Mole, you are doing something very different here. You are, there's, like I said, as I've said off screen, for our viewers, the green sigil represents plant matter and foliage that the mole has summoned and spent a mana charge to summon to empower the spell. The mole is blocked off. Currently, the only things that are in your vicinity, Mole, are this portal, this strange stationary portal to another world, yourself, and Egon, the god of death.
The mole will look up to Egon and he will say, "It has been a long time, for being so few days, has it not, Egon?"
Egon has de-aged since you last saw him. He is an even smaller child. He's almost the same age as your boy when you first found him. He leans, holding the scythe. He says, "One might say an eternity. Others might say minutes.
They
Why have you
took
called?
your... What else have they taken from you, Egon, Lord of Death? They humiliate you by making you age backwards. Is this why you are so mean in your spirit?
No. This, he waves his hand, and there's something strange, Mole, that occurs. The air becomes still. You realize that there was a sort of breeze blowing in or out from that portal. Now everything stops. Because there's no air. There's no breeze. There's no time. As Egon kills this moment and continues to kill the moment after, and after that, and after that. And he says, I am as I wish to be. They can take nothing from me. They can only give me things.
Oh, you silly boy. To get what you want, or to be what you want, is to get what you previously wanted. Not what you want in this moment. But I did not come for another game of riddles. I did not call you for another game of riddles. There is another meddling planeswalker here, and we would like to end the conflict before it begins. To do that, the mole would ask of great Egon, Hawk of Death, to destroy this path, this portal. Is it within your power? Or are the gods of Theros stronger than the gods of Kaldheim?
I don't know your Theros.
If you would ask me another favor, when I return home, I will call for you so you can see it. You must be careful, though. The god of death of my plane. His jealousy is terrible and often results in the death of other gods and demigods.
You are curious. And your gods, I'm sure, will be more so. But no. Mole. Promised you a boon. One boon. One call. Are you sure this is how you want to spend it? This portal doesn't seem to be entirely stable.
I stepped through and stepped back. I will know how to get there. It is very important that Soren Markov does not. I need him to rely on my abilities.
Wouldn't it be easier if he was just gone?
Pick me up for a moment, Egon, god of death.
He twists the scythe off his shoulder and drops it at your feet, the blade digging into the ground, leaving a pathway so that you may climb of your own volition.
I will climb up to look him in the eyes. A mole deals with his enemies himself, and I do not believe Soren is my enemy. If I choose to deal with him, it will be by the mole's own strength.
He has already sent many to my realm in his short visit here. Are you sure that you and your friends are capable? If I do this for you, if I close this portal, if I kill magic itself, don't you think he'll be angry?
Let him be. Anger is a hot fire. But you know what happens with a hot fire. It burns out all of your wood before you can get more. Soren Markov. And I think that kind of golden glow will surround the mole for but another moment. Soren Markov is just a distraction. His desires have always dictated his path.
Think carefully. This that you ask is a simple task. I could do this. You have more pressing matters and more concerns. There is a
Egon.
piece of you that is not you. There's also another piece of you that is more than you. You hold yourself back. I could take that for you. Cut the chains. Leave you greater than when you stepped here. Don't you want to taste the cosmos once more?
The mole is already greater than when they arrived. For the mole has made friends. And I hope, Egon, God of Death, that before you pass on to whatever afterlife there are for gods, that you find a relationship with someone in a way that they will mourn you when you have passed.
Mole, go ahead and give me an insight check, please.
Sure. 25.
The gods of your world are very different. In some regard, they are greater. In a lot of regards, they are greater. You feel like you could possibly, if necessary, fight these gods. Fight them on a singular level. They're like great heroes. They're like the demigods of Theros. But even a creature that calls itself a god, even though it is not like the gods of Theros, they should want to be rid of whatever boon they owe you. It's interesting that Egon is offering so many alternatives. He claims this is an easy task. So why not just do it?
You can't do it, can you, Egon?
This is a simple
Destroy this
task,
path.
as I said.
It could be a simple path. That does not mean you have the skills to do it.
Clever creature.
The lacing of a sandal is a simple task, but the mole does not have thumbs.
I am bound by certain laws. I can do this for you, and I will if it is what you ask. But what is dead can return. This is the agreement made. Magic and cosmos. There will be a corpse. And corpses of magic are dangerous things.
On my plane, that would be a task for a demigod. Perhaps you should considering having children of your own, Egon.
He laughs. No. My children would be
No.
spoiled and rotten. He extends his hand toward the portal. Is this what you wish? Is this
It
your
is.
ruin?
And we will part this place as equals once more.
So be it. And his hand fades from flat into a claw. And magic drifts, this blue mist, encompassing this triangular blue form, drifts toward his fingertips, and as it does, it fades to dust, never touching his fingers. It pulls. And in this moment, Egon kills a very powerful piece of magic. It fades. There is no explosion. It's as if this portal dies gasping, struggling for air. This gateway dies slowly and without any ability to fight. Time, air, is allowed to live once more, however. And Mole, that would be your turn. Which brings us to Nadidah.
Okay. He's standing right there next to me, right?
Correct.
Fantastic. So, I have this new spiffy little magic circle spell, which says that I can cast the spell, but I can elect to have it operate in the reverse, which would trap him inside of it.
Yes,
I
the
would really like to-
downside of Magic Circle is that it takes 10 minutes to cast.
Head one. Or I missed a 0. Dang it.
Yeah, I'm very familiar with this spell, and I'm constantly angry at the
Okay.
casting time.
Okay, well, let me fix that then, because I made a boo-boo. I deeply apologize.
No worries.
And, well, I have other options. I came prepared. Can I bestow a curse on Soren? Maybe?
That is entirely acceptable.
Fantastic.
Bestow curse.
Right.
He's succeed on a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
What is your spell save DC?
I was so busy looking at everything else. 15.
Rolled an 18, which will bring his save to 21.
God, I hate him so much right now. Okay, well, I tried.
As you reach out to touch, he flicks the sword with the flat of his blade, knocks your wrist away from touching him. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Nadidah?
Rude. Can I call for my spiritual weapon in my bonus action?
Absolutely.
Well, let's do that.
Alright, let me get these properly labeled because there is going to be a couple of these. Where would you like to place it?
To the left of him? Like right near me? Left backish area of him?
Right there?
Yes.
Understood. So you call your spiritual weapon. This is a bonus action. Concentration is 1 minute. Oh, wait. Concentration is, no, it's not concentration. It's just there, correct?
Yes.
Yes, the duration is 1 minute. When you cast spell, go ahead and give me a melee spell attack. For the, as it comes into existence, it's going to take a swipe at him.
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear.
No, oh vampire.
Definitely
Thank
not a
you
deer. Absolutely.
so much. I have melee. Where is...
This will be, so it'll be a d20 plus your
There
spellcasting
we go.
modifier.
Oh, this scares me. Oh, a whole 3.
Plus your mod. I mean, either way, it's probably going to be a miss. It's most likely going to be a miss unless you have something absolutely insane that I don't know about.
No,
Plus
sir.
7.
Yeah.
It comes into existence,
yeah.
and as it springs
Mhm.
into existence, what does it look like? I'm going to have it be a sword on the field on this battle map, but what does your spiritual weapon look like, Nadidah?
It's a scythe
And
from
it
last time.
swings. It swings and Soren ducks low. You feel the wind pass in this area. A light breeze hits you, Cal, but it misses Soren. Is there anything else you'd like to do? That is your action. Bonus action. You have movement. You so choose.
Nope, we're not backing down. We're gonna stand right there, just glaring, muttering.
Understood. Next would be Cal.
So I have a spell that I would like to use. One of my new ones here. Spirit Guardians. I'll go ahead and drop that in the chat for you. But basically, I'm choosing Celestial for this one. So there's that. What will happen is basically in a 15-foot square around me, or not square, sorry, it just says a distance of 15 feet around me for the duration, which is concentration up to 10 minutes. I can designate any number of creatures that I can see to be unaffected by it, which naturally you're going to choose my allies here. An affected creature's speed is halved in the area, and when the creature enters the area for the first time or starts its turn there, has to make a wisdom save, taking 3d8 radiant on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
You said
One of
15
the
feet around you?
15 feet around me. One of the benefits of being able to increase my size technically increases that threat range. So
Understood.
Good
That
fun.
is your radius for Spirit Guardians.
Thank you. Now that does use my action, but I would like to use Action Surge so that I can step forward and take a swing at him. So I'll go ahead and step forward there and take a swing with my maul.
Now, before we get into your attack,
Yes,
couple questions for you.
of course.
What do your Spirit Guardians look like? This is dictated by the spell and by your alignment.
Yes. So for these ones here, it says that they take either an angelic or fey appearance. In this case, since I fall into the good or neutral category, so they don't appear fiendish. And I would say these essentially look like little golden pixies just kind of floating around.
Understood. He does make his save, being your DC is 13, correct?
Correct. I don't think that takes effect until his next turn, until the start of his next turn, but his turn is right after mine. So just at the start of his turn, he wouldn't re-roll.
Sure. Cool. On top of his turn, remember to roll damage, and we'll have that for it. But you have your melee attack currently.
Correct. So I'm gonna go ahead and... Oh, that was the wrong button. That was damage. There we go. I don't believe I have advantage on that, so a 14.
14 is going to miss.
And I'd like to take a swing with my offhand to try and hit him with the second hammer.
By all means.
A 25.
A 25 is indeed going to hit. The first blow reaches the ground, and it's much like this hammer was made for. It crushes the rock and stone beneath him. And you strike again. Cal, Roll me some damage.
Gonna be 8 bludgeoning.
Is this a magic hammer by chance?
It is not, but I'd like to burn one of my mana charges to make it a magical hit.
Yeah, you only have 1 mana charge. Have you spent it before? I don't think you have.
I have not. So I'd like to burn the one that I do have for that.
Detail the ability. Detail the how you're going to spend this.
Here we are. The first one here says, you may spend a free action to grant a +1 to any one weapon attack for each mana charge imbuing the hit. This attack becomes magical if it is not already.
Excellent. So at the last second, right before the impact, where do you think it hits him, Cal?
I'm thinking square in the chest.
Square in the chest. It's going to leave some marks on that pretty armor of his. And as it does, as it makes impact, it begins to glow. Full damage of 8 bludgeoning.
Wonderful.
Now the wind is not knocked out of him. He just skirts back a bit along the dirt and just kind of looks. There's surprise on his face. Please continue your turn.
Well, that is actually all that I have for my turn. Use my action, both of them, and my bonus action, and then the free action from the mana charge. So I'll turn it over to Soren. And then the 3d8, as previously discussed, I'll go ahead and get that for you. So that's going to be a total of 4, since it was halved, with him succeeding on the save, 2 radiant.
Understood. So at the top of Soren's turn, the wound still does not close that has been made, and blood drips from beneath the breastplate. The wound, the scar that you left him, Amelia, does not close. He looks at all of you and says, "Enough." And he is going to reach out to you, Cal. I need Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw coming right up. 18.
Just makes it.
Oh, yes!
As your body begins, you can feel the nerve endings begin to tingle in your whole body. Every fiber of your being begins to... You can feel the fibers of your clothes, the leathers, the weight of the things on your person begin to hurt. Everything hurts. And you steel yourself. You find your brow furrowing as you look to Soren. As you are going to take half damage from this. You are going to take 23 necrotic damage. That is already halved.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, no, that didn't tickle. But I'm okay. I'm still alive for now.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he needs to make a con save for Spirit Guardians.
That would be true, yes. Concentration.
Concentration check, please.
Natural 20.
Excellent. So your Spirit Guardians are still up, and you still yourself. You can feel the pain, Cal, as it numbs and it still kind of lingers. Soren peers and he furrows his brow further and says, "Interesting. That is going to be... I believe that's going to be his turn."
Now, with him ending his turn, I'd like to burn my reaction to use my stone rune here, which is when a creature within 30 feet of me ends its turn, I can use this rune to force them to make a wisdom saving throw, and on a success, nothing happens. On a fail, they would be charmed for 1 minute, and would be incapacitated, have a speed of 0, and basically be in like a dreamy stupor. And they can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turn.
Understood. That is a dirty 20, my friend.
Well, that's gonna pass.
Understood.
I tried.
Very cool ability. Very cool rune. I like that a lot. That's crazy. However, Soren fucking Markov. That's crazy. That's wild. That's a wild ability. The That is Soren's turn. That brings us back to the top of the round. Amelia.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take stock of what had just happened. And, I'm going to, again, also he's hexed. I didn't want to interrupt anything in the last round, but he is hexed still.
Or his strength, if I'm not mistaken.
His dexterity.
His dexterity. I don't believe we've had anything crazy that's caused dexterity.
No,
checks,
it's ability checks, not
Understood.
saving throws. Yeah.
You're good then. Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, no, Amelia's gonna kind of poke her head around Callaghan and, say just very quickly, you're kind of outnumbered. Are you done? Can we talk now?
Dear Voldaren, I've been outnumbered before, but never outmatched.
Sure, okay, and chill touch.
And chill touch. Copy that. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
No healing.
No healing. What is the attack roll?
I'm just making my attack roll now. That's going to be a 21.
Certainly hits. Same effect, same claw. That red mist.
Yeah. Yeah, 2d8 plus 6. I forgot the plus 6 last time.
Roll the +6. Or rather, it's just a +6, correct?
Yeah, plus 6 from Hex.
Okay, cool. I'm
Plus
gonna go
1d6,
ahead and
sorry. Plus 1d6.
right on. Roll that extra d6. Just separately. So I'll apply that here.
Okay, it was 2.
Okay.
So, so 2, an extra 2 from last round, and then this chill touch is 13 damage. Yes, 13 damage.
All necrotic.
Yeah.
Where's it hit, Amelia?
He keeps slapping him in the face.
Other side.
Yeah.
Understood. A new claw mark appears. You can see the tinge, the frustration. The fangs elongate. The eyes have the tinge of red around the edges. You're getting on his fucking nerves, Amelia.
On mine. So, tit for tat.
Excellent. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Well, I now have 3 fury points, so fun things are gonna start happening next turn. I'm gonna stay where I'm at, and that's all I can do for now.
Understood. That brings us to Oberon.
Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action first. I'll use spiritual weapon. 19 to hit.
19 hits.
5 force damage. And then for my action, I'm gonna cast Bless on my 3 party mates. So they get a 1d4 for each attack, and I believe saving throw. Yep, whenever.
Nice.
Cool.
Oh, darn. Just realized I totally forgot about the extra 1d6 that was supposed to come from Giant's Might. I'll remember that next time.
Go ahead and add that in. We'll give you guys the fair amount. So go ahead and give me that 1d6.
Much appreciated. That would be an extra 5.
With all the love in my heart, you guys are fighting Soren fucking Markov. I'm gonna give you guys whatever you guys can.
Yeah, that's my turn. So everybody gets, whenever they do an attack or saving throw, which you need it, 1d4.
Excellent.
Wonderful.
So that blade cuts through, disappearing on impact, causing more blood to seep from beneath the breastplate. Oberon, what does it look like when you cast this bless?
I say, may your blades be swift. And I have, like, some magic light come from my hands some more. It's all my buddies.
It emboldens your weapons. And that is your turn, Oberon, yes?
Yes.
Excellent. That brings us to the mole.
So the portal is gone.
Egon stands before you.
I'll just look to Egon. Well, it's probably not going to be much of a show, but I can't ask you to leave if you want to stick around.
I sense I might be needed soon.
I don't think so. I will end this conflict with the mightiest weapon of all. Soren's own greed.
Be quick about it.
And the mole is going to drop the plant growth spell.
Understood. I don't mean to interrupt terribly, Mole, but I am curious. This was a hefty bit of plant growth. What does this look like when you drop the spell? What happens here?
The mole holds out a clawed paw. And he says, "It is time for you to return to sleep. Bloom when it is your time. But never allow a pink-skinned walker on two legs to command your fealty."
And the plants fade. Some of them linger. There is new fungus that grows along the cavern's edge. Moss, stakes, foliage that does not belong, fades, withering, turning to dust, scattering. A clear path now, Mole, to your friends.
Cool. Bonus action, Zephyr Strike.
Understood?
That'll increase my speed by 30 feet to a total of 60. So... yes, precisely so. And as the mole, a blur of tiny billowing cape and dust from the ground, he will stop at Soren's feet and say, "Soren Markov, the portal that you came here seeking is dead. And I alone know its destination.
He looks over his shoulder and looks down at you. What have you done? And the fangs elongate further and the red takes his eyes, leaving only the irises and the pupils in the center untouched.
I will take you there if you wish. But if you raise your blade against my companions one more time, I will end your miserable, mirthless life."
Mole, give me a persuasion check.
I'm bad at those.
Can I offer help? Not like the help action, but can I just like say something to maybe give him advantage?
Does Soren count as a monstrosity?
Soren does not count as a monstrosity.
He should.
I'm gonna say, Amelia, yes, you can very quickly speak. I'll allow everyone a very quick chance to chime in, remembering that this is 6 seconds, the full time of combat, the full turn of combat. Speak now, speak quickly.
Oh, there you are, Mole. Yes, you would do well to listen to him. He is he's very wise, and I would believe him when he says that I think your destination is blocked right now. Save for our help.
The result of your roll.
Yeah, roll.
18. I rolled a 15 on the dice plus 3.
Understood. I had this as a contested roll, to which he also rolled an 18.
Want to flip a coin?
There is...
Was the help action considered? So Avery was yours rolled with advantage.
The
I thought that factors in.
because you guys are in turn order, the help action would not apply. Speaking,
gotcha.
Amelia had stated that she didn't want to take the help action; that it would just be to aid in speaking.
Right.
Hopefully,
That's not my turn.
Yes, I misunderstood.
so there is a system for determining ties. It essentially a tie is declared and nothing happens. Essentially, status quo is maintained. there is an option to sort of do a D20 no modifier roll off. But I'll leave this choice to you, and specifically to you, Mole. Status quo being maintained, he's going to. He would be under the rules state that he would be under my control and react as if he were how the NPCs would react, and that the PCs would react as however the PCs would choose to react. I thought I see
We
you
might
holding up
not
your
be
D20.
in Thunder Junction, son, but you pick up your dice and roll it.
Understood. No modifiers.
None.
Oh
That's
no.
not great, gang.
Oh, come on, Avery.
It's really not good. It's really not good. I rolled a 7.
Natural 20.
I knew it.
Sick. Let's die, y'all. It's been a good run.
Yeah.
Wow. It really has.
I mean,
Does that
what
take
better
my
way to
action?
end
Is all I'm wondering at this point.
No. So I'm pretty loosey goosey with persuasion checks and insight checks and like the checks being an action. I would let you know beforehand if it would take up your action in combat. But you see now, as you make your point, that there's no. You've enraged him, Mole. He's no longer in his right mind.
All right. Then here's what we're gonna do. Gonna have to attack him. He's not leaving me any option here. So primal savagery. So I'll make a spell attack, a melee spell attack, I guess. Oh, and I have extra attack, so I get to do it twice.
Do the things. What does this look like as you realize that Soren is now angry, and as you make your strikes? Well,
I think as the mole cranks back for the first one, going directly into his ankle, because that's as high as the mole can reach, just says, "I see you have elected pain." And the claws begin to extend, and now, even different than before, as they extend, they don't look entirely like keratin material anymore. As they grow, stone begins to rupture from them, and it is sort of a glowing, like almost that aurora borealis type visual on the stone as it grows from his claws. And the first attack is going to be a 17 versus his armor class.
certainly hits. Just barely.
And then Zephyr Strike gives me another D8. And this all counts. No, not this turn, because I didn't have a bonus action to do Planar Warrior. So this will be 2d10 acid and then 1d8 force.
This is from Zephyr Strike, correct? This is a magic attack.
Yeah, Zephyr Strike and Primal Savagery.
Thank you.
2 spells. So it's going to be a total of 19 force damage and 7 force damage. So that is a total of 26. And I think, like, as flavoring it, since I get 2 d10s now, as the second claw hits the backside of his ankle, that glow begins to surround him again. He says, "You will not ignore me for Nahiri again, Soren Markov."
Understood. Is that your turn, Mole?
Yeah, that's all I got. I'm just a little guy.
Nadidah, you're up.
Is Soren's sword? Good God, that's a lot to say. Is Soren's sword cursed?
So
Or I would not know that.
you wouldn't know that. Amelia has shared some facts about his sword. It is a life drinker weapon. It is essentially, as vampiric as he is, it will drink the life force as it makes cuts.
Am I smart enough to know he would have to attune to the sword?
I think that magic
Just-
being as prevalent as it is on Zendikar, I think you could say. I think yes. I think you would know that.
Okay, so, well, flying blind here. We're going to use remove curse on Soren's sword. God, that's hard to say. I mean, it's probably going to flop, but we're going for it anyways.
Understood. You do this. There's no curse to remove.
Okay.
Not from the sword.
Okay. So, well, she just kind of frowns at herself when nothing happens. And we'll try to smack him with a spiritual weapon. Maybe that'll work.
Understood. There's
21.
a 21 to hit. That absolutely hits.
Yay!
So if you go ahead and click
me.
the... there you go. Perfect.
8.
So similar
Force damage.
to Cal's, where does it strike him? Nadidah.
I would love to say across his neck, but I don't know with the angle I can do that.
Absolutely.
Yes, we'll go for across the neck. We're trying to chop off his head. She's frustrated. Nothing else is working.
A clear, clean cut is made from the back. As the scythe being a hooked weapon, it reaches from around the back of him and into the front and cuts Soren's throat. Blood spills across his chest plate. He opens his mouth and blood spills from his mouth. A clean cut, Nadidah. Is it your turn?
Yes, sir. Just trying not to look surprised.
And that will be Cal.
All right. Now, I do have something a little different that I'd like to try here. And I'm just going to pitch it to you, and however we got to go about doing that, making that happen, we'll go with it. So I want to try to use my trunk to take his sword and take it away from him. Like, disarm him. So, how would you like me to go about trying to do this?
There is our handy-dandy unignited table rules that allow just that. So this is an action option that you would use as an optional rule from the DMG in page 271 or 272. Disarm. A creature can use a weapon attack to knock a weapon or another item from a target's grasp. Attacker makes an attack roll contested by the target's strength check or dexterity check. Attacker wins the contest. Attack causes no damage or other ill effects. The defender drops the item. The attacker has disadvantage on its roll if the target is holding the item with 2 or more hands.
Okay. Is he holding it with 2 or more hands?
Not anymore. He's going feral.
All right. So.
He also has disadvantage on dexterity checks.
Correct.
That is pretty cool. Now, with the mole's appearance, am I technically flanking him now? And would that give me advantage on the attack?
Because of your size, technically, yes. And that is the best kind of correct.
All right.
And for our viewers at home, the reason this is included, and I know that there are some people that kind of poo-poo on this this action option as a possibility because they think it plays on the fighter. The fighter's disarm does damage, and can be done a little bit more smoothly than this disarm action. So this is the reason we include this. Don't yell at me in the comments. We like it, and it's clearly going to become useful here. So fight me, I guess.
So including the bless option and advantage and all of that, got a grand total of 22 to use my trunk to take this away.
Excellent. Let me roll for Soren. Now this does give me a choice of strength or dexterity.
Clearly, he favors dexterity.
You think so?
He's so light.
Clearly.
His strength bonus is bigger than his dex bonus.
That makes no fucking sense. I'm mad.
Oh, his strength would be high.
He's so swole. He's so hot.
Apparently.
He's a gym bro.
However,
Let him have it.
I'm going to use his dexterity because he's no longer using it with 2 hands, and he would just be trying to move it out of the way. It makes the most sense to me. So with that, that is going to be... Yeah, you said what was your roll? 20-something?
22.
22. 22 to an 11. Truly halved. So,
Wow.
detail what happens here.
So I have both of my hands occupied with the hammers, but I got that trunk. And granted, I can't do the most I don't have as much finesse, but I have enough finesse, and more finesse than he has mirth. So I'm gonna take that dagger, just grab it, and whoop, yank it, and actually, if I could, I'd kind of just like to kind of toss it back over my shoulder so it would land pretty much right behind Amelia.
You're muted.
I'm gonna go ahead and just
Get it,
mark
Amelia, get it.
with
Yeah,
an
about,
X.
all right. Yeah, right in there. That works.
That is where Soren's weapon would land. So,
Wonderful.
is that your turn, Kellers? You have more you'd like to do?
I'd like to use my bonus action to swing with the hammer.
Go for it.
Go with the offhand. A 22, and then actually keep forgetting about the 25.
As if you guys have been hitting with like 17s, why would the fuck you and your 3? I guess. What? Yes, this
It's
hits.
so I don't forget about it.
Okay.
And then that's going to be 11, and then using the Giant's Might, I'm going to add 1d6 to that. So a grand total of 16, and that is non-magical.
Non-magical.
So it's like as his arm gets pulled up from him trying to hold onto the dagger, smack right in the side.
Understood. And you do this. It smacks him in the side, and he looks now at you, Cal. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That'll be it. And
Brings us
I'll
to
go
Soren.
ahead, since it's the start of his turn, gonna need him to make a wisdom saving throw. On a successful save, he will take 8 radiant. On a failed save, he will take 16.
That is a failed save. What was the damage?
16 radiant.
16 radiant damage dealt. Soren is bleeding. Soren is... eyes have gone red, Amelia. And his ire is upon you all. That brings us to Soren. He is going to leap at you, Cal, and is going to make some claw attacks against you.
Bring it on. For tracking purposes, my AC is 15.
15, you say?
Yes, sir.
Understood. Just hits with a 16.
It does.
You're going to take 8 slashing damage.
All right.
His second claw attack, the dirty 20. He is not going to deal damage with this. Instead, he's using this claw attack. His ability is going to grapple you. What that looks like. There's an incredible amount of strength here, Cal. But he's not trying to kind of bind you up. It doesn't look like he's gripping into a pressure point that's kind of locking in your muscles. You are grappled, and he's clinging to sort of the front and has tilted your head to the side, is forcing you to expose your neck. And Amelia, you see the drool, the dripping from his lips. And he calls as he does this and says, losing the demeanor of the Lord, he calls out to you all and says, "You would command me? Me, the Lord of Innistrad!" As he readies to bite into Cal's neck, we go to Amelia.
Amelia just, like, raises an eyebrow, and, like, she doesn't want to... Okay, it feels like an inappropriate time to laugh because Cal's about to get snacked on. But, like, yeah, he's reverted to an animal, and that's hilarious to her.
I think it is a very appropriate time to laugh. You're, especially given the demeanor that, from what you know, Soren carries himself very highly and looks down from the stories, looks down on the rest of vampiric society because he sees them as animals. He sees them as wanton creatures of destruction that would drain the whole of Innistrad and leave everyone starving. I think it's a very appropriate time to laugh.
Yeah, so she's gonna let out a little bit of a burst of laughter. Now, logistical question. Does picking up, not equipping, picking up an item cost an action?
Interacting with an object is a free action.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go over the sword. I'm gonna pick it up. It's
Understood.
in my pocket now.
That's just yours now? It's in your pocket?
It's just mine now. Yeah, it's in my pocket now. And then I have 3 fury points. I'm going to use 2 of them to use bonus action Vampiric Mist.
Detailed
want to
Vampiric
find
Mist?
as bonus action, you can disappear to a puff of shadowy mist and teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can see.
Understood.
And I want to go essentially to a point where I can see Soren and attempt to use a repelling blast to knock him off of Cal.
Excellent. As noted, I'm going to interrupt your flow for a moment because I do need to move Soren. Making sure I don't do the spiritual weapons get attack of opportunity.
No.
Okay, understood. Please continue.
Would the mole get one?
Oh yes,
They
the mole
might
would indeed.
not, but the mole certainly does.
Then yes, I apologize, Amelia. I'm going to interrupt your turn. Mole, would you like to make an attack of opportunity? That's something you can absolutely choose not to do if you wish.
So I have to ask you a question.
Yes.
I ain't got weapons, buddy. I don't have any I don't have the Warcaster feat, so I can't cast spells.
I'm just a humble mole.
Can I instead shift 5 feet in behind him? Essentially moving into the space he vacated. If not, totally cool. Just asking questions.
I'm going to say no, unfortunately.
Alright. Then the mole will concede to the swiftness of the House of Markov.
Understood. Holding on to your reaction then. Cool. Amelia, please continue your turn.
I'll move here in a puff of mist.
So that red mist leaves your space and drifts very quickly, impossibly fast. And now Oberon, there is an Amelia, Voldaren, standing to your side.
Yeah, that shocks me quite a bit.
Understood.
And she has this like kind of wicked smile. She's very amused. This
She's
is really
enjoying
yeah, this is kind of funny. I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast.
Understood.
That's 2 attacks
Plus a d4.
plus a d4. Okay, so that's first attack is a 21.
That hits.
Oh man, the second one is only a 6.
That is going to miss.
Now, I remember you saying something about repelling blast earlier.
Yeah, I have Repelling Blast after our level up, so that's
That
gonna
is-
be 6 force damage and 4 necrotic damage.
That is amazing because
I also-
I am. Oh, sorry.
Sorry. I was gonna say I have Agonizing Blast, so that's actually
Can I ask you about that? It's so good.
numbers 10 force damage.
Understood. So, what is that, 14 total?
Yes.
Understood.
And yes, to detail Repelling Blast, when you hit a creature with the Eldritch Blast, you can push the creature up to 10 feet away from you in a straight line. So if he's not tangled up with Cal, could I feasibly knock him off of Cal?
Yes, I'm going to have to give him a, I'm going to have to give him either a strength save. Well, I'm going to have to give him a strength save. This is him clinging to Cal. That's certainly going to be a failure. He is knocked into the wall.
That is absolutely wonderful to hear because I am succulent and not gluten free. So he was definitely going to take a bite, and that was going to hurt.
Got you.
Appreciate it.
And Amelia's gonna. God, this is so stupid. The hubris of House Voldaren, she will catch Soren's eyes. Say, who's the animal now, Soren?
Understood. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn, Amelia?
It's everything. It's everything I got.
Brings us to you, Oberon.
Cool. Started out again with my spiritual weapon. I'll move up to 20 feet and have him attack. 18 to hit.
18 hits.
8 force damage.
Same chest area.
Yup. And then I'm gonna do my Kamehameha wave. My guiding bolt at 2nd level. And I miss.
What was the roll?
14.
It certainly does.
Leaps up. 17.
So the weapon strikes into the chest once more. The guiding bolt hits the space next to Soren's, crushing the wall. Is that your turn?
Yeah, better move up a little bit, and that'll be my turn.
That'll bring us to the mole.
The mole must ask a very important question as I move the mole right up into Soren's face. What kind of action is planeswalking?
Free. I lied. Technically, it's an action.
That makes my action economy quite simple. Bonus action, compelled duel. Wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. What is the DC?
The more spell saving throw is now 16.
And it's a wisdom save?
Sure is.
15.
Okay. So, on a failed save, the creature is drawn to you, compelled by your divine demand. For the duration, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against creatures other than me. It must make a wisdom saving throw each time it attempts to move to a space that is more than 30 feet from me, etc., etc. The spell ends if I attack any other creature. If I cast a spell that targets a hostile creature other than the target. If a creature friendly to me damages the target or casts a harmful spell on it, or if I end my turn more than 30 feet away from the target. So, as the mole steps up to Soren and says, "You speak much of beasts. Have you ever taken the time to get to know one? Focus on me, Mr. Markov."
Understood.
And I will reach out and touch him, and I will attempt to planeswalk to the place that I saw through the portal.
All right.
Oh,
Okay. This is quite the feat, Mole. This is your first planeswalk. You have no guidance, you have no guide. Not only that, you are attempting to draw in with another creature. Planeswalker he may be, you are attempting to force someone to come with you. I want you to roll me a d20. Add nothing to it, but if there's any reason you think you might have advantage, given your practice with mana, any training you might have been doing along the way, now it's time to make that argument.
The mole, mainly along our travels, other than the first night where he kind of absorbed it into himself so that he could see the path, was experimenting on absorbing mana and giving it back to the plane, and sort of using that to follow the hidden pathways between things. And I think on top of just freshly having used their Horizon Walker Ranger ability to detect that portal and detect and kind of sort of absorb all of the information that they could about it, I think between all of that, they are channeling all of that experience into taking Soren through this tunnel with him.
I think the Horizon Walker itself is enough to get you this advantage, and with the training, I think quite optimal. Go ahead and take advantage with this. Again, no modifiers.
That's wild. So the first was a natural 1. The second is a 19 on the dice.
You grip onto Soren, the loose fabric, and you shift from this space to another. Now you have people that can observe you and are capable of seeing you. What does it look like when the mole planes walks?
I think for a moment, after the mole locks onto Soren with one little paw, one clawed paw, there's his claws sink into the earth and begin to dig. And as that tunnel opens up beneath the mole, as he's furiously digging with the one hand, dragging Soren with him, it opens up into a sort of a vortex of swirling blue-white energy that is just a tunnel through space and time. And he does what all moles do. He digs. And when and if he is gone, left behind would be a small molehill with the letter K from the Therosi language drawn in the dirt.
Indeed. An observer may mistake this for a symbol. And as the digging the loose earth and dirt forms another symbol as well, mole. Triangular almost. Spikes near the top, the individual spine at the bottom. The symbol of the Planeswalker. And in this moment, the mole and Soren Markov dissipate. And that is where we're going to take our break. See you all very, very shortly.
Long have you been my warden? Did you think you could stop all of my plans? I know you can feel yourself fading, growing weaker as my contingency unfolds. Brother, don't you see? In the end, we are nothing alike. I know you have assembled your own consortium against me. So, brother, when you fall, just as the shattered gate watch before you, this eternal vanguard and the entire multiverse will contest with my ignited.
When I first came to this country, I had nothing.
Have you come to kill me?
I am simply descended from survivors, and I always survive.
Life doesn't stop when you die.
My blood is not welcome in Camarilla cities.
Did you love your mother?
Dearly.
I did too. I'm not a fan of father.
Crying takes more breath. I've learned that the hard way.
Fuck, Roman. Fuck.
Everyone has a voice in my Phoenix. Hello and welcome back to this episode of The Ignited. Last we left our heroes before break. The mole had planeswalked with Soren Markov, dragged along and burrowed through the blind eternities into a plane unknown. But we'll get to them very, very soon. For the time being, however, we are going to stick with our primary, the larger group of the party. My friends, you are out of turn order. The scene is yours. The mole and Soren Markov have disappeared. And not the same way that Oberon or Cal or Amelia or even, I don't think Nadidah has done it, but have phased out of existence. It's entirely different. This is fresh and new.
Now, looking at the mark on the ground, we've seen something similar before. Are we able to deduce that they planeswalked?
You indeed are. And I'll even go a step further. You have precious little time if you wish to follow.
Yes.
Yep.
Trying to follow him.
Let's, by the power of friendship and planeswalking, let's do this.
Right. Just thinking about the mole. Plus, I don't know if it helps. I do have one red mana charge that might boost me in doing this a little bit.
Would it be possible? I know I spent my mana charge, but would it be possible for me to tap? Like, do I have time to try to tap into a ley line to see if I can get a little more there? Or
Tapping into a
would that
ley
be
line
wasted?
takes the same amount of time it would take for this little echo to disappear.
Let's do this then.
So, you all intend to follow the mole.
Yep.
Let's slow down a moment. Let's get a look in everyone's head. Nadidah, how do you do this? What do you do here? Most of you had the opportunity to reach and touch, almost take the first step when you were guided, when you were being given a lesson by your companion, your guide, almost. Now you're doing it alone. So what happens here, Nadidah? What do you focus on? What's going through your head?
Oh, there's so many things. Can't let the mole go. God damn it, we have to break down his ego some. He's got to get us all killed. Follow the mole. Follow the mole. And while she's thinking all that, she's holding her hand out to Amelia going, we have to follow him. We can't let him be alone. She's like, I can't let my mole be alone.
Understood.
And she's just concentrating on him and Soren and trying to just, please let this work. Please let this work. Seems to be her thing a lot.
Cal, I'll ask you the same question.
For me, it's, again, a very similar mindset as far as needing to follow the mole. But I think mine is like yes, we had the upper hand against Soren, but that's because we were together against him. Now that numbers game is not the same, and bold as the mole may be, the way I see it is none of us are as strong as all of us. So we need to reunite and protect this little family we got going.
Understood. Oberon. Same question.
I definitely would want to try to feel the mana of the other plane. Try to identify its color potentially and make a connection through that. Like almost like pulling on a rope, trying to reel myself in. Get some sort of mental image of what might be there, and then lock in.
Understood.
And then try to traverse it.
Amelia. Same question.
Amelia is shocked that at first that this happened, or that happened. She kind of comes out of that like state of, I don't know, her own version of mirth, just shaking her head, and walks over to the planeswalker symbol, whistling for Jinx to land on her shoulder. And when Nadidah takes her hand and speaks to her, Amelia has nothing to say, but she nods, and she tries to focus on that feeling again of the hunt. But it's kind of overshadowed by a deep concern for the mole's safety.
Understood. I find it incredibly interesting that amongst you, the one with the scientific mind and the training of a doctor, a scientist, a researcher, is the one that wants to look before he leaps. Oberon, I would like an Arcana check from you, please.
Absolutely. $14.
14. So you all focus. So you all begin to take that first step. Oberon, as I said, you look before you leap. You feel out, and you grasp for what could be there. At first you think nothing. They've gone to nothing. Emptiness, pure space. That's not quite right. It's not empty. It's full. It's bound to know one thing. It is full of potential. Nothing and everything. All 5 colors are distilled down to their base. Where you walk, where you will travel, it's a plane of colorless mana, potentiality, full, where anything could happen, where power at its base exists. I would like each of you to roll me a d6.
1.
3.
1.
1.
Oh no.
Understood. So, with this, Mole. You and Soren gone through the Blind Eternities. You're not yet trained to look around during your travels, to be able to glimpse the instantaneous or that split, fleeting second A remnant. A warmth. Everyone has described the blind eternities to you as nothing, as chaos, as biting, as cruel. An uncaring place. There's a spark here. There's a sliver of something that cares. And then you are in a pool. Waiting. Soren looks down at you. His drool, the blood staining the water. He looks around. Empty sky.
This was the other side of the portal that you were trying to go through?
You.
Gave you exactly what you wanted, Soren. And it could have been without bloodshed if you had not lost your timber, as it were.
The red recedes from his eyes. And in this moment, there are only 10 seconds, Mole. Nadidah, Amelia, and Oberon appear. At your back, flanking you on either side.
You see, Soren, it is not just the Lord of Innistrad which can act lordly. I free you from Ardul, for now.
He's not looking at you, Mole. He's listening. You know he hears you. But he's looking past you. There's horror on his face.
Don't worry. I'll protect you, Lord of Innistrad. And I will turn to see what he's looking at.
Turning now, Amelia, Nadidah, Oberon. Do you do the same, or do you keep your eyes on Soren?
I look.
I'm looking for Cal.
You should, Amelia.
I'll watching Soren and then I follow his gaze.
Behind you, 3. What you see of this place is a pool of water. Fills the entirety of what you can see. To most of you, it comes up to about your shins. Mole, even given your height, this comes up to about your waist. There are piles of things. The structures in the distance are not structures at all. They are piles of lost and forgotten things. Save for 2 that are not made of discarded objects. 2 structures that curve into 2 horns in the distance. But that is not the most concerning thing. What is most concerning is what is right in front of you as you turn. In this place, amidst this pool, perhaps rotting and being degraded by the water for some time, is a corpse. A great corpse. It nearly blocks your vision of the horizon in front of you. It's heavily scarred as if claws have come across its chest. A wing is severed from its body. A horn is broken. This is the corpse of a dragon. And as you take all this in, Cal, you emerge in front of your friends. Their eyes now looking at you as if expecting you. Turn the scene over to all of you.
Do I recognize those horns in the distance?
You certainly would. You, in fact, would also recognize this corpse. No, actually, not this corpse. But you recognize it has similarities to someone you've seen in the past. It has very striking similarities to the invader, the god pharaoh that ravaged Ravnica. But it's not him. It's different. The neck frills almost out like a cobra. The horns are wider. They don't curve as much. The wings, rather the wing that is still intact, it's almost feathered. No, this is not the false pharaoh. This is not the dragon seeking godhood. But there are indeed similarities.
Does my character know about what this body might be?
No. You see...
I'll look to Soren.
Go on.
I'll look to Soren and say, do you know what's any of this?
He walks toward all of you. Not looking at any of you, but intending to walk past you. Should you allow.
I won't stop him.
I'll step out of the way.
Soren, who are you here to save? Who are you here? Why are you here?
He offers a single word. You're not even sure it's meant to answer your question. Maybe it's just disbelief. He looks at the corpse and he whispers, Ugin. How?
Where are we? And could someone pick me up? Moles can't swim or forest too dense, I will sink if it gets much deeper.
I'm gonna lean down and pick him up.
The mighty mole, confronting of Soren Markov, but afraid of a battle.
It's okay.
It will be our little secret.
Always.
Soren drops to his knees in front of the corpse. I was too late.
Who is this?
I was too late.
What is this?
This is where isn't this where we were supposed to come? No? The last
this place?
things.
Alright, I was gonna
Is
ask,
this what was calling us?
do we recognize this place from our dreams?
You certainly do.
If this is where we were being called to, then who was calling us?
Too late because of you. You and every elf and every man and child and woman that sought to get in my path. He rises.
Oh,
Joryd,
shut
look
up.
at his corpse. It's rotted. He's been dead.
I mean, unless he looked like that before he died. Can I tell how long this corpse has been dead?
Maybe. Give me a medicine check. Let's find out.
Can I give her advantage because I'm proficient?
Absolutely. Using the help action, absolutely.
20.
Yeah, this is maybe less than a week. Less than a week. Maybe 3, maybe 4 days.
So I'm going to assume that spare the dying will not do any good.
Correct.
What would you have us do, Soren? Wind back at the clock?
Looks at all of you. Just every obstruction. And you, my latest.
You were too late, well before our arrival.
My path was hindered by others.
Don't take that out on us.
Your path was hindered by yourself, Soren.
Were you coming to save him? Were you coming for information?
He called. I intended to answer.
In your dreams, did he call you?
Yes.
Then also he calls to we.
He looks a mixture of confused and perhaps disgusted.
He said he had, in the vision I had, there was a counterpart to him. Darkness. Ambition.
But it wasn't. But was it him? Or was there someone else?
He told us we could bring him to the place. Do you remember? Does anyone remember the place? He said that we would come to him and save him from his suffering.
But if we are all too late, then what brought about his demise, and how do we know that this is not a trap?
But this was just a couple nights ago that he came to us. And there was
So
a
does he
bigger
want us to find
pool.
something?
We're supposed to save him.
So, looking around, do I see anything that might indicate that this is some kind of ambush?
As you look, and as you ponder, as you all discuss this, things change. Together, all of you see the corpse fade just as most of you have. It fades. And instead now, you hear a voice behind you. As wings wrap to block your vision, looking at the corpse that now does not exist. Feathered wings. Translucent wings. You hear the voice behind you say,
I don't remember calling you Soren Markov. And I don't remember inviting guests.
looking toward the voice. You see the corpse. But it stands now whole and translucent, as if a spirit or some sort of ghost. The dragon, most of you, save for Cal and the mole, come up to about his shin. He does not walk on all fours, instead he stands, the wings again wrapping around all of you, forming a sort of cocoon of feather and membrane that would be, were he not translucent, a spirit. The spirit of a dragon dresses you all now. And Soren looks on in awe. What would you all like to do?
You did a possum. You trick us. Play dead and then come alive, like my friend the possum. Tricky dragon.
I do not know you. Yet you seem familiar.
There it is.
I think the mole will just smile. You dream about me, and I dream about you. Why is that, spirit dragon?
Soren.
Soren looks on. His eyes wide. His mouth slightly open. He says, Ugin. And there's that flash of irritation. What is this?
Soren, don't be rude. Introduce us to your friend.
She's right, Soren. Uninvited though you might be, I would have your names.
Soren looks at all of you, realizing probably that he doesn't know any of your names except for Amelia.
I'm Oberon. I'm from Ravnica. What's your name?
Ugin. Warden of this place. And you should not be here. Oberon of Ravnica.
Well, Mr. Ugin, sir, we kind of got called here.
Introduce yourself, Nadidah. You can't call him Mr. Ugin without introducing yourself.
I'm sorry. Apologies. I bow my hat. I am Nadidah. This is the mole.
I am Cal of Istala, and I'll bow slightly. And all of us received visions in our dreams calling us to this place. If that is not an invitation, then I don't know what is.
I'll wink at Soren and do a curtsy. Amelia Voldaren, hailing from Innistrad.
Planeswalkers. Many different homes. Good to see you're making friends in your old age, Soren.
Yes.
And Soren
That's what I said.
looks, again, irritated.
I think enough time has passed where I shrink back down to my regular size. So,
Noted.
Who calls you here? In your dreams?
the voice we heard was your own.
Well, I would not call outsiders here. I would not call anyone here. No one must know this place.
And where is here precisely?
Leans back, the wings sort of keeping that cocoon around you. But he leans back and ponders, weighing something. Doesn't answer right away, and Soren speaks up and says,
I demand answers.
You will not make demands of our host, Soren Markov. You may be Lord of Innistrad, but you are not Lord of wherever here is.
You would do well to listen to your new companion, Soren.
Oh.
Remember, as powerful as you are, you hold no sway over elder dragons. You are in my abode.
He looks to all of you.
The meditation realm. For myself and for my brother.
And Oberon, there's the connection. You've never heard of this creature. You've never met or seen. But there's the connection.
Is Nico Bolas your brother?
You know his works well, Ravnican.
Sadly.
Is he
Do you
lost?
sound the same? You and he? Maybe he called us here.
Oberon, that should be impossible. From what you know, Nicobolus is dead. You watched the Gatewatch, you watched the Vanguard, you watched all of Ravnica rise against him and slay him.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. I thought Nico Bolas was killed. No?
He goes quiet.
All I know is that the first time I heard your voice, because you sound a lot like the voice I heard, I'm supposed to find someone and heal them and protect everything. So I don't know if that's you or your brother, but something drew the five of us and Soren there here.
Be that you, your brother, or some other imposter, we were called here by a voice that matches your own.
As you will talk, there is a roar in the distance. A pained wail of anger and strife. Oberon, a chill runs down your spine. Because you recognize that voice. You alone recognize that voice. It's the
I don't think
same
we should be here.
cry that the god Pharaoh made when he was struck down.
You have become arbiters of a great secret. My brother lives. He is here. Weakened, diminished, stripped of his spark. But he remains.
Can he not be
Ow.
killed?
Soren whispers, "He would return." And he looks not smug, but as if he's pieced things together. And he answers you. He says, "The dragon dies, then his followers would resurrect him. They would stop at nothing to try to bring him back, and so a great lie was crafted. You lied to the multiverse. You lied to all of us.
Wait.
Ugen
It's a spark. It can be taken.
In special circumstances, yes.
Where does it go?
These are questions that could lead down a dark road, my little friend.
I am the light in the dark.
You are so
Why-
familiar.
Why would you have to fake your brother's death?
Well, I find it quite simple, really. The best lies are the ones most believable, and when they are believed, there is peace.
His supporters rest everywhere. Resurrection is not beyond his grasp. Necromancy is a great tool of his, something he taught many of his followers. No doubt machinations were made for his return if he were to perish.
But you
This
cannot
contingent.
you can't resurrect those who are dead.
Precisely so.
Yes, this seems like a fine contingency. I don't see the issue.
Soren looks to you, Amelia, and says, "He lied. He lied to you." He looks to you, Oberon. Says, "Your people thought they were safe. They got their vengeance."
Soren, I
And
think
he
you need to
lives.
climb off your high morality. They were triumphant and they were saved. His spark is gone.
Not forever. That is why you are here watching him, isn't it, Ugen? You know it will come back, so or that wherever his spark went, it will be drawn to him, right?
I know that eventually someone would come looking.
And he looks very purposefully at each of you.
He is clever even though he is injured. But someone could call and find this place and return his evil to the multiverse. Even now he plots. Even now in his pain, he seeks to be rid of me.
All creatures plot in pain, Ugen. Pain is what drives the cycle of violence and pain. It feeds itself. Have you considered for a moment closing all of the gates to this place?
There are
I've already done.
gates to this place.
Oh yes, there was. There was an omen path on Kaldheim. I had it closed.
Where there's one, may there be another.
Ugin waves his hand, and the pool of water that you all stand in becomes clear. In a circle, the water moves and creates a dry space. There are runes that glow in Draconic. Does anyone speak Draconic?
I believe I do. Hold on, let me look.
Negative.
I do.
I need everyone to make me a charisma saving throw. And as you do this, Nadidah, you recognize some of the runes. They whisper the words truth, honesty, clarity.
Natural 1 for grand total of 2, but natural 1.
Me too.
Oh, nice. We matched.
14.
9.
Got a 20.
So I got 2 1s, a 14, was it over?
Yes.
A 9 and a 20. So, should you wish Nadidah, you are not affected by this. The rest of you are under the effects of a Zone of Truth spell. You can speak no deliberate lie in this radius.
Understood.
There are no paths here.
But there's certainly one less on call time.
Was that not what you were seeking, Soren?
Soren speaks up and says, I tracked you. I came when called. I didn't tarry. There are pathways to this place. Ugin's brow furrows.
Something is terribly wrong, then.
Are you
You
sure that it
intend-
wasn't?
Go on.
Was it you calling for help?
I would call no one here. The secret must be maintained. Do you intend to release my brother? I would have answers from all of you.
Hell no.
I don't know him, and an evil elder dragon does not sound like something I care to reckon with. Though I must say I respect the hustle.
I don't know. Because I don't know if you are the evil brother, Ugin. Convince me.
Sorry. I
Go
have
ahead, Kel.
no intention of siding with a dragon of ill intention.
There's that flash of memory again, Kel. The pendants that those cultists wore. Who they perhaps worshipped.
I've had enough dealings with such dragons. And those who follow them.
Soren speaks up and says, I came for you. And I'll keep your fucking lie. Mole. He looks down at you, Ugin. Waves his hand again, and the circle shifts, now encompassing him as well. You have no way of knowing if he's voluntarily, mechanically failing the save. But I'm going to ask all of you, if you choose to roll a charisma check, so that you may try to lie in this space. Let me know
I
if you
will
choose
not.
to forgo it.
I forgot because I know his brother's names.
Yeah, I have no reason to lie. So.
Amelia?
Asking a liar if she's gonna choose to not lie.
Mm.
No, I won't roll.
Nadidah?
Because I already know what's going on. Do you want a roll just in case I decide to lie, or does it make a
I
difference
would-
that I already know what we're standing in?
I would need the roll now if you choose to.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it just to be safe, because I don't know what she's gonna pop off with. 12.
That is a failure. You cannot lie
Okay.
in this place.
Okay.
But he looks down at you, Mole.
Do
Ask
you know
what you
him?
will.
My boy. I have been told his name was Gideon Jura. Can you take me to the place where he died? The place between places. That that Tyvarkel told us about?
I could.
And what would you require from a mole in exchange?
You are not prepared.
That is not what a mole asked.
I will not lead a creature to its death.
I asked what you would require in exchange, Ugin. I may not be able to bring it to you tonight, or even a fortnight of nights from now. But one day, I will bring you what you ask and you will take me to that place. I will not abandon my boy.
And you have my answer.
If we destroy these gates for you, you will take them all.
Why don't you want people here? Why don't you want your brother saved?
He answers you first, Mole, and he says,
The secret must be maintained. You must grow stronger. The journey you wish to take would ruin you. And I will not needlessly lead you to your death. My brother must never be free. He is a great evil that the multiverse would best forget. For too long, I stood idle and watched. I was forced to intervene when he threatened everything.
Soren turns to you, Nadidah, and says, Ugin does not care for your world, for any one world. No, he steps forth when the multiverse is at stake, when everything could cease, and only then does he ever deign to lift a finger.
So then why are we being called here to save and protect everything? Is the multiverse in trouble again?
It was a lie, Nadidah.
We
Of
don't
that
know
I
that.
am not sure.
I did not call you, and he has no means to do so.
Is there anything else that can live here?
Is there anyone else who has the means or intention to call us here?
There are precious few who know this place. The Vanguard. Jace Belen. Gideon Jura. No one else would be foolish enough to call to this place. They know the risks. They are far too great.
Then we shut all of the gates to this place.
Can I ask a question, ST?
Absolutely.
Would you consider the entity that spoke in Nadidah's dreams twice someone she's familiar with?
For what purpose?
I would like to try sending.
For the purposes of sending, yes.
I would like to try sending to whatever it was that was speaking to me in my dream.
What would you like to send? What is the message?
25 words or less. I'm here to help you. I found where you sent me? Where are you? Haha, that was...
You have 11 words left, if I'm not mistaken. By that count. If you so choose, or if you're happy with that message.
What's your name? Ugin's trying to stop me. I need more.
And Ugin looks down to you, Nadidah. He's received your message.
Dope.
What was that? You were whispering.
I was sending a message to the person that was in my dream.
Something is very wrong. I did not speak with you.
But you did!
Oh, the mole understand.
I was trying to talk to the person in my dreams. If you heard me, because I was
Nadidah,
talking. What?
he got the ant fungus.
Got the what?
There is a mushroom that grows in Taros on the spinal columns of ants, and the fungus takes over function of their brain, and then either the ant dies or the fungus dies, and the ant gets control of its body back. You were mind fungus, Ugin.
I find that very difficult to believe.
If
as I
you were
do
the
not-
person in our dreams and you got our message, then you don't think it was you. You don't remember. Then you got brain fungus.
The infection you
Wait.
speak of affects the corporeal, my friend.
But do you sleep?
Do you have
Where's-
a mind?
Where's your body?
Are you entirely incorporeal?
Long dead.
Are you sure?
Long gone.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I feel like death is quite memorable.
What did you say his name was? Oberyn, the other dragon.
Nico Bolus.
If Nico Boyas can have followers that could resurrect his body, could also not Ugin?
There is no
there
way.
not?
There is no one willing.
Hard
There
to
is no
disagree.
one able.
Is there not necromancy that can affect the incorporeal?
I am unwilling.
Kinda
Or
wiggle
mind
my
magic?
fingers.
Maybe.
I guess.
Go
like
ahead.
how Soren can bat his pretty eyelashes and make people do things?
As a note, Soren looks entirely fucking fed up with this whole conversation. I would like our two clerics. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
19.
22.
For the two of you, when Ugin says he is unwilling, that's all it takes. If he is unwilling to return to corporeal form, to a body, he won't. No one can draw him back into his body. No one can forcefully resurrect him.
I'd like to ask him, when did he die?
He smiles.
Which time?
The most recent?
Time had shifted. It's difficult to say when, really.
Is it possible that you subconsciously, or not on purpose, called out when you were like in between life and death?
I did not know you then.
I would like Oberon, specifically, make an investigation check.
Investigation.
While they're having this conversation and Soren looks fed up and is probably pouting, I'm gonna kind of sidestep towards him and get in his bubble because I'm annoying him on purpose now.
Nice.
And I'm just going to say, "Why the long face? You got what you wanted."
I don't know why I'm here.
Me neither.
And he looks to you, Amelia, now turning, so his shoulder is facing open, now looking directly at you, and he says, I intend to leave this place.
Aren't you the least bit curious why?
No.
Oh, come on. You pretend to care so much.
I would
Maybe
have my
pretend-
weapon, Voldaren.
Why should I give it back? It's mine now. It's in my pocket. I want my back.
You show your age, how you take this situation.
I think you take yourself entirely too seriously.
He holds his hand out.
Tell you what. How about I give it back on 2 conditions? 1, next we meet, it's over a glass of wine. Secondly, say please. Are you going to fight me over a sword in front of an elder dragon?
Amelia, give me an insight roll, please.
Okay.
I'll say, to chime in, he is still in the zone of truth, so he can't lie.
That
I
is
was
great.
thinking the same thing. Oh, it's not great. Oh no. Well, I wish it was better. It's an 8.
Difficult person to read, but you think he might be weighing his options. You think he might be considering it. He looks to you and says, "The parasite blade can only be wielded by those that are capable."
Okay.
I'm gonna whisper to them all. We were capable of taking it, so why couldn't she use it?
You just look a little confused, like the. Okay. Are you deflecting or?
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm good at those.
Them all thinks they should kiss. It would diffuse the tension. That is what happens in the stories when the nymph and the warrior demigod meet at that pool. We are standing in the pool right now.
He'd probably just bite her face.
Aren't they into that?
23.
Okay, but I think he
23.
would do it to hurt her, not for fun.
He looks furious. Not feral, Amelia, but you're annoying him on purpose. And you're succeeding. And he lips part in this sort of snarl. He says, "Please."
The sword off whatever it was hanging off of and hand it hilt first, and as he reaches for it, I'll kind of tilt it up and say, "I look forward to our lovely conversation, whenever that may be."
He takes the sword in hand. His eyes never leave yours. And as he pulls the blade back, Ugin begins to speak. Oberon, the result of your roll, please.
19.
19. You realize this in this exact moment. Many things happen at once. There are many things that you did that you didn't do. You went to Kaldheim alone. You suffered alone. You survived alone, and yet you didn't. A different time. It all comes together as Ugin speaks. He did call to you, but not in this time. As he begins to speak, he fades, just like all of you've done, and the corpse is returned, and the spirit dragon is gone. And all of you phase back into a different time. A time where Ugin is dead. And in the distance, you see a great dragon, gold of scale, with curved horns. You see the god pharaoh himself. Leaning down, his attention on others. As Soren takes the sword, he turns. All of you see this. You see this golden dragon. Eyes white, blinded with cataracts. The scales flaking, rotting. Not like you remember Oberon. The wings decrepit. Injured. Broken. Not terribly far. His attention is on 4 others. They seem enthralled, captivated. You're not sure. But one of them, a young Kenra, is kneeling in reverence to Nicol-Bolas, the god pharaoh. And that is where we will end this season of The Ignited. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you all for playing. We will see you guys sometime. Same place, same heroes. We'll see you then.